All right, hello. Welcome to Midterm Week. I just wanted to take a moment to walk you through some of the specifics that are located in your 8th learning module, which is the halfway point. Hopefully you're feeling good about the fact that we are now halfway through the semester. I know for me, that's always kind of that give myself a pat on the back. I can't believe I've made it. And an acknowledgement that, you're rocking and rolling. So take pause. Last week you completed the coping with stress and self-care badges, and I hope that you utilize some of those tools that were provided to you as you manage this week of midterms. Because it is, like I've said before, a place where things can become a little bit stressful, and you should really think about what those self-care strategies are for you and ensure that you're taking time for yourself as you move through midterm week and beyond. So I did want to spend some time just talking through some of the things that are out there for your midterm, because sometimes there's a little bit of confusion. You are introduced this week to submitting a wiki, and so I want to walk you through the steps on how to do that. And then I want to talk specifically about your midterm assignment, because I just want to make sure that there's not any confusion centered around what I'm asking you to do for your midterm. So with that, just like as is standard, you do have your discussion board this week, which is based on chapter 12 and 13 from your textbook. I do give you it's Slaughter Day preface to just kind of, again, refocus you on this idea of if we're consuming meat, we are going to reach that point, which that point is sometime this week when you read those chapters in terms of the process of slaughtering livestock. And so I really think it's important that we reconnect ourselves with where our food comes from and the entire process. So from birth to slaughter, and then from packaging to plate. And so we've reached that end point for the animal's life, right? And just reconnecting ourselves with where our food comes from and the impact or role that makes. So you're going to spend some time navigating through that in those 2 chapters within the Omnivore's Dilemma. This week, I also, when we're talking about connecting ourselves with where our food comes from, not only through like meat products, but also vegetables, it could be dairy products. A lot of people choose eggs. We start really talking about this idea of supporting local farmers. And so I have you come out to a website. It's called Local Harvest. This is actually a really great time of year to be thinking about, if I want to support a local farmer, how would I go about doing that? And so this Local Harvest website does a really good job of breaking down several different local farmers within your area. So you can certainly narrow down by like zip codes. You could enter your address. You could search for just like stores or CSA, which is a community supported agriculture program. And so I'll try to find, and actually let me just search for it because that's going to be a lot easier. So a great example is Peaceful Belly. So Peaceful Belly is a local farm located just outside of Marsing, and they do lots of different things. So like I mentioned, they have a CSA, and like I said, right now is an excellent time to sign up for a community supported agriculture program. And so you can choose a local farm to do that. And you can see, you can click here to sign up. And essentially what a CSA is, like through Peaceful Belly, is a weekly share. So you can see here, like 4 weeks pickup in May, you want a full share. So that runs a full 18 weeks. And then it tells you the cost. So every week you go and pick up, or some places will deliver. It just kind of depends. whatever's fresh and in season on the farm. And so that can be vegetables, depending again on the farm, could be vegetables, could be meat, could be eggs, those sorts of things. So you're going to go out and research a local farm. And then this is where I really want you to pay close attention, because you're going to contribute to a wiki. And this is basically a working document that students have the ability to go in and add, and then it keeps track of what those additions are. And then you can come back at the end of the week and take a look at all of the different local farms that your peers found. So you're going to click here to launch the wiki, and that's going to take you out to the area where you would contribute your thoughts. So after you've visited that local harvest website, you are going to come in here, and a lot of people want to click right here. Do not click create wiki page. I've already created the wiki page for you and the table that you'll be working through to add whatever farm you find. So what you are going to do is you're going to click right here where it says edit wiki content. And when you click that, you're going to notice that it's going to upload that table that I created for you. And then you're going to find the next available row, and you're going to fill in your information. So you'll put your name, the name of the farm, and then all of these logistics that I'm asking for within that specific wiki that you found related to the farm. Once you're done with that, you will then click submit down here, and then that will submit for all of your peers to see. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that because I'm not making any changes. And then once you hit submit, it's going to redirect you back out to the wiki page, and then you'll see your content lives on that table. And then when I go to grade your wiki assignment, I will also see that your content is there. So that's how you navigate the wiki. And we will do a few of those throughout the semester. And so you do want to make sure that you understand how to navigate through those. Let's talk really quick as well about your midterm assignment. Honestly, the best thing for you to do related to your midterm assignment is to just click this attached document. That's going to open up a Word document that you can then navigate through and answer the questions related to your midterm assignment. I do want to just reinforce that this is a checkpoint. So there is no right or wrong answer within your midterm. You're not tested on things that we've learned about this semester. It's not accumulation of thoughts and things that we've addressed throughout the semester. Your midterm for me is really just a checkpoint of how you're doing this semester. So you will notice on this Word document, there are 5 questions. And those 5 questions are largely centered around a reflection. So the first 2 weeks or first 2 questions are largely centered around what we've learned thus far, as it relates to what you eat, and then as it relates to the things that you feel connected to on campus, right? Your next 2 questions are, now that we're midway through the semester, what are you hoping we accomplish over the next 8 weeks within the semester as it relates to what we eat and the resources that you're still hoping to be connected to? And then this last question is really just, how are you doing, right? I made a comment last week in my video that there's a lot going on in the world, right? I was thinking that it was about this time 2 years ago that we were told as faculty, we're shutting down campus, go home, move all of your courses online. We're going to finish out the semester. COVID's here. We're now in pandemic mode, right? And here we are 2 years later, and I'm reflecting on that, and we're still not past everything COVID related. And that's just one tiny piece of the things that you're hearing about in the news. You know, I mentioned last week as well, Ukraine's in the news, Russia's in the news. There's things going on within the United States in terms of food prices, gas prices, right? Like there's a lot happening. And so this is really just a checkpoint. I just want to see how you're doing. You'll notice in this Word document in italics, it tells you how much the question is worth and then the minimum expectations to earn those 50 points. I promise you this will be the easiest midterm you take, because it really is, you're reflecting, you're typing out your thoughts, you're looking forward, you're typing out your thoughts, and you're really just spending some time to tell me how you're doing so that I can check in and make sure that everything's going okay. So make sure that you grab that Word document, fill it out, save it. Once you've saved it and you have everything filled out meeting those minimum sentence requirements, you will come back here to your midterm assignment upload, and you will go ahead and attach that as an attachment and hit submit so that you can earn those 50 points. So don't blow the midterm off. It is an important component of your materials this week. And then the last thing, your Let's Connect, excuse me, is largely just centered around navigating through student clubs and different events that are happening on campus. So you've got some questions here that you're going to answer related to student clubs and organizations, and then upcoming events that you see happening on the calendar. So I would copy this information into a Word document, and then you can come out and look at the Student Club's website. You can come out and look at the Campus Events website. So both of those are linked within your learning module. And then once you've addressed those questions, you can come in and upload your completed assignment related to how to get involved on campus through student clubs or campus events. So with that, that is midterm week. That's all I'm going to overload you with right now. Next week, we'll start talking about spring break and some of the expectations around spring break. I actually have you take a break, so just know that. And some expectations around your signature assignments. Usually after midterm, we start talking about your food culture and then that class cookbook and your recipes that you plan on submitting. So with that, I hope you are all doing fantastic. Reach out if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Otherwise, have a fantastic week.